in underserved communities, we have not marketed being smart as being cool. And anything that's not marketed is not going to be purchased. That's one thing. The other thing is, I don't think that inner city kids don't know. They don't, that some of it is that they don't know, but some of it is that they don't have access to capital. They have not experienced any world other than their own. They feel isolated into the broader community. So when you develop a subculture, and that subculture becomes your reality, and hence it becomes your world. And out of it was born not only drug dealing, hip hop, which went around the world, is a prime example of something that was born in the hood. So when you start talking about people having something to say, if I can start doing hip hop in my garage and end up with people in Switzerland listening at beats, then that proves the fact that everybody has something to offer that crosses culture barriers of all descriptions if we would mentor each other. By you being a part of the general populace, you become a gateway into a world that he would never have. But by the same token, if you were taken out of your world and had to go live in his world, he would have to teach you how to do it. So we need people who mentor us into the next dimension of our lives, regardless of our perspectives or our backgrounds. And understanding that, embracing that, and resisting the gravitational pull to condescend to what is acceptable by a few and miss the broader populace of entering into the mainstream of possibilities and die beneath your potential is a tragedy of mammoth proportion, because you're not just burying the person, you're burying the potential. And a lot of people, black, white, brown, rich, poor, listening at us right now, run the risk of dying the death of being normal or average rather than being exceptional and being fruitful to the full extent of your potential, wherever that takes you. It's not about necessarily being rich. It's about being fulfilled or filled full to the fullest of the highest expression of yourself. And so I think that's something important. It's frustrating, no matter where you park your car and no matter the square footage of your home, to pull into the driveway or the carport or the sidewalk and feel like I never got to be as far as I could see. And I think we need people to stimulate us. And I wrote Don't Drop the Bike, in part to challenge people to keep wrestling with this and talking about this and doing what you did, talking to people out of your circle. I tell CEOs, you can't just build products for people who are like you. You have to build products for everybody. You have to have everybody on your board, because you will innocently offend somebody and spend more money in damage control than it would cost you to hire somebody who would say, oh no, don't make that t-shirt, because in my culture, that same word means such and such a thing. And in the book I talk about, I did it myself. I inadvertently offended the Kenyans. And I used a term that over here isn't a negative term, but over there, I got 3 days of being cursed out in Swahili. you know, and I thought I never even meant to do that. So I had a choice at that point to either withdraw and not talk to them anymore, or to say, I got that wrong. That's not my heart. I am so sorry I offended you. I absolutely adore you, and show me a better term. And I handled it that way. And I'm telling you, in these hard conversations we're having in America right now, we have to keep talking, even though we're uncomfortable, and even though we get blowback, and even though we get the pull where you're going to be disowned by your fellow citizens. Don't stop because somebody says you don't belong over there. Don't drop the mic because destiny is in front of you and history is behind you. And why would you live in your history when you can excel in your destiny?